I've got it all hacked apart now. Well, this is what I came up with. Once I got it off and got the engine all set up here, I noticed that this nut wasn't, or was put on all the way, but this one here was a little loose, because when I went to take the hose off of here, the carburetor moved a little bit, and so this nut right here wasn't completely tightened. So I'm thinking that might have been my culprit the whole time engine was running, because the carburetor pushed up against this spacer, and there's a gasket between the spacer and the carburetor, and then there's a gasket between the engine and the spacer. And so I checked those out and they seemed to be alright, and I'm thinking what was happening is that as the engine was heating up and there was heat being transferred down, it was causing the rods to flex and, you know, the seal to break between the carburetor and the engine, because this nut wasn't completely tightened. So hopefully that's a fix. Hopefully I fixed it, because I just tightened the hell out of this nut, and I tightened the hell out of this nut here too. So this thing is really on there solid. Now I took the valve cover off because, you know, I wanted to check this out on the inside here. I don't have any feeler gauges, so I can't test out the distance between these two. So I'm gonna have to wait on that. But there's something else here that's been happening and I didn't know about. So in essence, there's nothing really wrong with the engine. It's just that I didn't tighten up this nut to seal off all the airflow in there, because I noticed that when I took that off. So when I took off the hose, that this thing was a little loose, and you know, when the engine heats up, you know, things flex and change and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking when the engine was getting hot and I'm driving around, it's bouncing around, it broke the seal back here, or it was breaking the seal, because I didn't have this nuts tightened. But this is the engine. This is, for those of you who don't know about this engine, this is the engine that I got from Go Power Sports. So, yeah, the engine's still good, and it is a modified one. And they took out the governor and they rejetted it. So now there's also a problem, but it's not with the engine. It's, well, with something else. See all that stuff on the side of the engine? See all that? Well, the camera's not really picking it up, but it's got sparkles in it. So when I got this thing off, I was looking at it and couldn't figure out where all that shaving metal was coming from, until I took off the torque converter. Holy cow, you guys, I'm in the process of editing this video and I come to realize how long this thing's gonna be. So I have to split it up into two parts. This part, and then there's part 2, and the link will be down in the description. You'll be able to see what this modified engine is doing to my torque converter. Whoa. Like I said, link's down in the description.